as you grow and heal, as your practices get stronger, your rituals deepen, your intuition sharpens, it's easy to think the path is only upward from here. But that's only half the story. Because the truth is, when a plant grows taller, its roots must go deeper. And the same goes for you. As you grow, old stuff is going to come up. Not because you're failing, not because you're doing something wrong, but because the pattern has a root. And growth brings you back to that root, not to punish you, but to give you the opportunity to transform it on a deeper level. It's like this. Maybe you've been working on healing your self-worth. You've been journaling, doing the affirmations, showing up for yourself. And then suddenly, someone ghosts you. Or you don't get the opportunity you wanted, and it hurts. But instead of spiraling into, why is this happening again? What if you asked, what is this showing me? And how much do I really trust the new me I'm becoming? That's what it's testing. Your new psyche, this upgraded version of you. It's checking. Can I rely on this new pattern? Can I surrender and trust this all the way? And the way you respond, that's the information. That's the medicine. That's the reason some manifestations haven't landed yet, because the response is still coming from the old version of you. Let's make this real. Let's say something hard happens. You get unexpected criticism. The old you has a tendency to shut down, retreat, maybe numb out. But new you might go for a walk, talk it out with someone who truly sees you, or let out a good cry while dancing around your kitchen. That's alchemy. That's rewriting the pattern. So when the challenge comes, ask yourself, what do I actually need right now? Do I need nourishment? Do I need to ground in nature? Move my body? Speak my truth? Maybe what you need is to scream into a pillow, or to call a friend and say, hey, I'm struggling today. Maybe it's a walk in silence, or just putting your bare feet in the grass. Sound and movement are two of the most powerful modalities you have. And when you suppress your expression, when you shut your voice down, you're suffocating something vital inside of you. Same goes for movement. If you're holding everything in, staying still when your body wants to move, that's like telling your system, stay stuck. But the truth is, your body wants to move through it. Literally, physically, energetically. You might look weird, you might cry, you might howl. Good, that's the point. And when resistance shows up, and it will, this is where the magic is. Let's talk about that. Let's say you feel stuck. You want to take action, but you're procrastinating. You're avoiding. You keep saying tomorrow. First ask yourself, what part of me is resisting? Not from a place of shame, but from curiosity. What part of me is scared? What part of me feels like I'm not enough, that I'll fail? That's the part that needs your attention. Sometimes inspired action isn't about doing more. Sometimes it's, today I'm going to sit and listen to myself. Sometimes it's, I'm going to journal instead of scroll. Or I'm going to rest. Inspired action isn't always hustle. Sometimes it's sacred stillness, a breath, a moment of honesty with yourself. And when you do feel called to act, it's not because you're supposed to, it's because it breathes life into you. Fire is fueled by air. Suffocate the air, the fire dies. But give it space, give it breath, It roars. Your action is fueled by your beliefs, by your mindset, by your internal communication with the universe. So if the action feels forced, ask, what's the story I'm telling myself? Is it one of fear, of lack, or is it one of power, of possibility? If you want to change the outcome, change the story. Now let's say you're avoiding something. You keep putting off that conversation, that application, that workout, that email, whatever it is. The thing you're avoiding, that's often where the medicine is. That's where the wound lives. So the question becomes, what's the practice that supports me in being with this fear? Not bypassing it, but working with it. What can you do that helps that scared part of you feel heard? Because often, the most aligned next step isn't do more. It's stop doing the things that drain you. Stop eating the food that makes you feel sluggish. Stop saying yes to people who don't respect you. Stop betraying your body. And most importantly, ask why. Why am I seeking validation from people who don't see me? Why am I sleeping with people who leave me emptier than before? Why am I numbing instead of nourishing? The answers aren't always pretty, but they are freeing. When you receive true inspiration, when you breathe life into your fire with thoughts that empower you, you align, you activate, and you attract. So listen, if you're in the middle of it, if it feels hard right now, you're not off track. You're right where the magic is. So say yes to the part of you that wants more. Say yes to the tools that support you, whether that's nature, stillness, dance, voice, or just honest reflection. Because when you say yes, really yes, miracles unfold. And the answers, they're not out there, they're in you. Use them, trust them, trust yourself. You already know what to do. Now go do it.